Welcome to KeepItReal Studios, the only channel on YouTube that keeps it real. UFC 318 is officially a thing of the past, and it was an absolute spectacle. We got to see amazing back and forth wars, heartfelt moments, and overall, just a main event that will be truly remembered for years to come. The first matchup on the card was a lightweight bout between Michael Johnson versus Daniel Zellhuber. This was a technical range-heavy battle with both fighters trading low kicks and body shots. Michael Johnson showed his vintage power and speed when he dropped Zellhuber with a clean straight left, but Daniel bounced back with more aggression and more low kicks with his own style of pressure. The fight still stayed very competitive to the very end, with Michael Johnson edging it out in the scorecards and winning via decision. The next matchup on the card was a featherweight bout between Dan Ige versus Patricio Pitbull. This fight started off as a heavy clinch chess match, with Pitbull controlling key grappling exchanges and scoring a takedown in round 1. He hurt Ige badly in round 2 with a huge shot that nearly finished him up against the cage, but Ige stayed composed and edged out the round. In round 3, Ige had a huge moment, landing a vicious knee and reversing a takedown from Pitbull, controlling him and landing some damaging blows. However, Patricio Pitbull already did enough in the earlier rounds to earn him the decision win. The next matchup on the card was a welterweight bout between Kevin Holland versus Daniel Rodriguez. This fight was an absolute banger. From start to finish, Holland came out sharp, using his range and landing clean shots, but Rodriguez responded with brutal hooks that hurt Kevin Holland. He dominated him with some vicious ground and pounds. When we went into round 3, Holland started rocking Rodriguez, and he almost even finished Rodriguez too as well, only for Daniel to reverse his position and return fire. Incredible heart from both fighters in one of the wildest fights of the night, but Daniel Rodriguez did enough to secure the decision win. Going into the co-main event, we had Paulo Costa versus Roman Kopylov. Paulo Costa controlled most of this fight with his relentless forward pressure, powerful leg kicks, and sharp boxing. He hurt Kopylov a few times, especially with the big shot in round 2. Roman tried to turn it up towards the later rounds, landing a few clean shots, but Costa's power, volume, and composure throughout all 3 secured him the decision victory. Truly an amazing masterclass from Paulo Costa. For the main event of the night, we had a trilogy spanning 13 years in the making between Dustin the Diamond Poirier versus Max Holloway for the BMF Championship of the World. When these two first met in the UFC, they were both very young, with Max Holloway making his debut. Dustin Poirier did get the better of him by submitting him. The second time they met, Max Holloway already solidified his name in the featherweight division by becoming champion and being on a huge 13-fight win streak. When he moved up to lightweight to go up against the Diamond for the interim championship of the world, Dustin Poirier did secure the victory once more. So Max Holloway was coming back with vengeance. But however, this was Dustin Poirier's retirement fight, so he was trying to go off on a high note. When the fight started, Max Holloway was looking sharp from the get-go. His speed, his timing, and just overall his volume was something that Poirier had to adjust to. Max Holloway even knocked down Dustin Poirier and was tagging him a lot more. Dustin Poirier, as always, stayed composed and kept fighting on. In round 2, the same things were happening, but however, Dustin Poirier managed to time Max Holloway and rock him back to as well. He jumped for a guillotine but couldn't get it. As round 3 and 4 went on, these two fighters just put up an absolute war, just showing why they're one of the most dangerous fighters in UFC history. Just showing amazing timing, speed, power, cardio, volume up against each other. Max Holloway was a little bit faster, and his amazing shots to the body, especially his spinning kicks and side kicks towards Dustin Poirier, was truly having an effect on him throughout the whole fight. When it got to the 5th and final round, both fighters were very game. They were hurt, battered, broken, but they were still ready to go. They were fighting back and forth, still showing tremendous boxing, with Holloway still staying disciplined, with mixing it up all to the body, to the legs, and overall, it's just his speed and his timing was something very sharp for Dustin to deal with. But in the last 10 seconds, in classic Holloway fashion, he pointed down into the octagon and Dustin Poirier accepted. these two came out swinging, especially Max Holloway. He threw everything into those shots without a care in the world. Dustin Poirier couldn't handle the speed, power, and he had to clinch up against Max Holloway. Overall, this fight was a war. Both fighters showed their heart and just showed determination to win. It was a razor-close fight, but Max Holloway did do enough, mixing it up well, amazing body shots, and just showing that he's improved. Truly an amazing masterclass from Max Holloway, and he just showed that he's a problem in this division. Overall, UFC 318 was a very interesting card, and if I had to give it a rating out of 10, I'll probably give it an 8 out of 10. I wouldn't say it was one of the most anticipated cards that we've seen this year, but there were a couple moments between Kevin Holland's fight with Daniel Rodriguez. Their main event delivered, and overall just seeing Dustin Poirier lay down his gloves was something very truly emotional for a lot of fight fans out there, and was just something I'm very grateful to witness that night. Overall, that'll be it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Just comment down below some of your thoughts on UFC 318. But that'll be it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to keep it real.